what's going on? Not much. I didn't know I was going to be here either. Yeah, I promise you. Promise you, this is definitely court ordered.
My son, Barron, said, Dad, you got to do an interview with somebody I hadn't heard of. He said, Dad, you got to do an interview with a guy named Theo Vaughn. I said, who the hell is Theo Vaughn? He said, Dad, he's such a big guy, you got to do an interview. Where is Theo? He's around here someplace, I think. Theo, thank you very much.
Popular podcaster Theo Vaughn crashing the party at an air base in Qatar. Surprise guest of the president as he addressed U.S. service members. We want to bring in Conservative Partnership Institute VP Rachel Bovard, along with SeattleRed.com creator and talk radio host, one of our program's favorite, Jason Rantz. Let's start out with you, Jason. This is quite the... I thought this was a terrific idea to have Theo Vaughn sort of pop up. This, again, speaks to that. Reach out to youth, reach out to men voters, but I think more than that, I just think he's popular with the patriots. What do you think of that?
Yeah, he clearly is. This is Donald Trump at its best, right? He knows not only how to talk to the average person, whether it's military veterans or just patriots, but he knows how to entertain. And I think when he's there, he's able to bring a larger spotlight, he becomes more endearing to the people that he's speaking with. And I think ultimately, just strategically, it's wise. It shows that he's not this Biden Democrat old guy who's pretending. He's open. I had no clue who the hell this guy was, but he embraced it, and now he's entertaining everyone.
I love that. Rachel, I think he's onto something. He says, if nothing else, the president is entertaining. And I think that sort of youthful exuberance that he sometimes shows for a guy who's 78, I think that pays off.
I think Jason's absolutely right. This is Trump at his best. He is an entertainer. And the best thing about it is it's not Trump being overshadowed or Theo Vaughn being overshadowed. It's the Trump and show.
Yeah.
He plays off who he's with. The energy in the room is palpable. And you know what? Thanks to Theo Vaughn for doing that for our troops.
Yeah,
they deserve it.
Absolutely. And his show, by the way, is terrific. If you ever get a chance to listen to it, it's quite fascinating and sometimes irreverent, sort of like our Jason Rantz. I do want to share this. This is a little sound. Sometimes it's cool to sort of reach into the youthful confines of social media and podcasting. And then sometimes you try to broaden out and you look at what's happening in the culture. And sometimes even luminaries are heckled, including the great Jerry Seinfeld. And it's all about politics. Listen to this, Jason, get your reaction on the other side.
You, Jerry Seinfeld, free Palestine! You support the genocide of babies in Gaza! Free
Only
Palestine!
you.
Free Palestine! You, Jerry Seinfeld, you support the genocide of Palestinian children! You rabid dog!
You know, I always just want to say, can't we all just get along? I mean, you can disagree with somebody politically, Jason, but that's just beyond the pale. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I don't want to get along with those people. They're anti-Semites. And kudos to Jerry Seinfeld for being unapologetically Jewish, as is absolutely necessary in the face of such hate and such evil that's being perpetuated in the name of heroism and martyrdom. They think what they're doing is heroic when really they're siding with terrorists. And sometimes you just got to mock them, point at them, and laugh. And Jerry Seinfeld has a big enough celebrity that I think other people are starting to get the picture of what we're dealing with here.
Yeah, Rachel, I thought the smile said it all for Jerry.
Yeah, these people aren't trying to have a serious dialogue about anything, right? This is a serious issue. You could have a serious conversation. But these shouts, these name callings, getting up in your face, it's designed to intimidate. It's designed to, shut you down. The only appropriate reaction at that point is to send the mockery back.
Let me ask you, when we talk about the shifting norms in our culture, and sometimes it's easier to sort of have a nice, calm conversation like we're having here tonight, but on occasion, you get out in the real world and people want to slug you or they want to get in your face. Where did all this begin? I just wonder why we're dealing with this. I'll make this point as well. In some corners of the world, you're not going to get in somebody's face because you know you're in real danger, but they tend to pick on celebrities and the people they think they can get away with it.
Well, you see it on Capitol Hill as well. They get in the faces of members of Congress. And honestly, this type of behavior has become normalized to a certain segment of the left. And it really has become a progressive fetish, right? If you're progressive, it's expected that you do this and that screaming in people's faces is somehow how you get your point across. But it's to your point, not constructive at all. And you're just intimidating and trying to silence people. It's un-American in its ferocity.
Absolutely.
Right? Protesting as Americans, screaming and getting in people's faces to intimidate is not.
15 seconds, Jason, wrap us up.
Yeah, unfortunately, progressives are broken. These are broken people. And the only thing they know how to do is yell and scream and shout and do whatever they can to act like recalcitrant kids because they can't win any of these arguments. And when you can't win an argument and you're really opinionated, you can be really dangerous.
Yeah, and that's literally what we have seen all too often. Jason Rantz, Rachel Bovard, thank you both. Appreciate your time tonight.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.